Hey everyone,
Hi.
It's Jordan
And Deb.
and we are day 5
Day 5
for our exhale video diary. Sorry, I'm holding this, so I'm sorry if it's shaking a little bit. But we are in New Orleans, Louisiana today,
Nolans.
and we're taking a day off.
Yes, and this place is extremely beautiful. City is full of art, and there's a lot of love here. A lot of kindness, a lot of music.
Oh yeah, it's really awesome. Like when we parked, we found like a parking spot like right at the very tip of what was it, the French Quarter
On Rampart Street. A lot of you know that song.
Yeah. And we just been guided to just kind of like walk around the different streets and stuff. And we came into I think we're in Jackson Square right now, which is around Plaza de Arms.
Plaza de Arms is what
The
it
Arms,
used to be
yeah,
called.
that's what it is. I'm sorry.
Right over the way is the Sanchez Steamboat
Yep.
on the
and-
Mississippi.
Yep. And we're right by the Louisiana State Museum as well. That's like by like the plaza. So we're just out here chilling and walking around and just feeling like the connection we have with like the city, ever since we've been like walking down, we've been feeling very alive in our heart. Like we may have been here like in a previous life or something.
When I first started walking down the streets, I started crying, and I didn't know why I was crying. And it wasn't tears of sorrow, just I was crying. Like, I can't even explain it. But it is a beautiful city, very beautiful, expensive.
It's really something, like I love
The architecture.
the architecture is beautiful.
The
I love
plants.
like all the different art here. There's music on every corner, which is really awesome. A lot of palm trees too, which is nice.
Beautiful plants. In the French Quarter, a lot of the balconies are covered in plants. Everybody has such a great outlook here and a great sense of humor.
Yeah, very sweet.
And very hospitable.
Very sweet people are around here, which is really good. So we also kind of wanted to talk a little bit about just kind of like the whole like aspect of like the empowerment behind our trip, because we are 2 women who are embarking on this journey. And like that can be a little scary sometimes, but we're doing it, and we're doing it well, I feel like.
I had a friend that actually remarked that we're reminding him of 2 pioneer women. That I just absolutely love that comment, and we're kind of caravanning out west.
Yeah.
So, and it's really exciting, and we really thank you for your love and support and following us on our journey. We feel like you're a big part of this.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you so much for everyone's love and support once again. I want to shout out to Lise. That's my mom, my other mom, and she wanted me to shout out to her. So shout out to Lise. Thank you so much for subscribing and following us on our journey. You're always thought of every day, and we miss you and we love you very much.
Yes.
Yeah, so I just wanted to throw that in there as well. But yeah, thanks for everyone that's been like supportive of this, because it just helps us continue.
Yes. There was a time on Tuesday when we had the flat that kind of, I started doubting, are we supposed to do this? And I felt like, oh boy, I made a mistake. Kind of spiraled downward, had a downward spiral there. It affected Jordan. And I was just questioning, like, am I supposed to be doing this? Called a friend, a lifeline, so to speak. And all the signs that I received that day as I was sending a message to someone is when I got my answer that things could have gone differently on Tuesday with the flat. And I think everything worked out in a miraculous fashion. It's almost like, you know, when you have those signs and you're telling someone and it's like, wow, God had us. Mm-hmm. God had us and he was in control of the situation. And, you know, we came back from that and here we are. We're continuing on.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I mean, I felt a little weird on Tuesday as well.
It was a full moon.
I was more inclined to keep going. But you know, like, it was still, like, effective, like, hey, like, will this actually happen again when we, like, break down or whatever and stuff. And, you know, there are areas that we pass through where we get, like, really weird energy, you know, but we're healing that energy. So we're spreading love to that energy. So that's the most important aspect of this journey is, you know, on the way to Santa Fe, we're sending love and light to where we're going.
And also the two gentlemen that, it was like the first car came, we didn't accept the help. The second car is like, God's like, okay, like, how many people do I have to send you? And I kind of feel like looking back, those two gentlemen stopped and didn't expect anything in return. And when I went to give them a few dollars, they didn't want to accept it. And then I said, look, buy yourself a beer, a burger. And they're like, well, if you insist. And I feel like, you know, sometimes things happen to us to where we affect someone else. And that's when maybe they were supposed to learn acceptance. Because when we accept things, it opens our abundance. And it helps us to receive more. So maybe our breaking down wasn't really, it was a lesson for us, but maybe it was a lesson for them as well.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, that's true. I'm also thinking about more presently, like today. You know, like when we were coming into New Orleans, we saw a couple pelicans fly up ahead, which was really cool. And pelicans, they symbolize, you know, friendliness and kind of like social aspects. And so that's kind of like, I feel like every day that goes by, there's an animal that we see, and it kind of gives us kind of like, it prepares us for like the actual like message of the day, you know. And we're in here in like kind of like a social gathering, you know. There's a lot of people in New Orleans, and a lot of people are very friendly. And we were at a diner this morning, and this lady, you know, she was raising money for the Humane Society outside of New Orleans. And that's another aspect of Pelican actually represents as charity. So it was pretty cool, you know. So now we're out here with all the friendly people.
All the people are friendly.
Yeah. But, yeah, so thank you again for, you know, signing up and watching us talk about these types of things. Thank you for the love and support. We're gonna go ahead and you know, like, enjoy our day off, and I'm gonna rest my arm because it's starting to hurt from holding this thing.
I hope everyone has a blessed Friday, a fabulous Friday, and we love you. Thank you so much. Peace.